We're here behind the San Jose clubhouse with San Jose manager Lenn Sakata, who of course has managed here in Modesto on a couple of occasions, and just going to have a minute or two here with Lenn after batting practice to talk about baseball. Now, you've managed 3 different American minor league teams, organizations, and also managed minor league baseball in Japan. Are there big differences in the way baseball is taught here within the American organizations, or is that some pretty much common stuff throughout the organizations?
Well, I think in all my years of coaching, I don't think too much has changed except for basically now scouting has superseded or has taken precedence over player development on the field. So, having said that, it's now becomes more of a top heavy leadership where the people in charge of administrating and player development heads are more in charge of what's going on the field. So we have to carry out the plan of the people that have put these players in our care, and that's what's the biggest difference now than when I first started in 1988. Player development actually was in charge of the whole thing. Basically, scouts got us the players, and we decided what to do with them. So that's big difference. I think if you compare that to Japanese baseball, the manager of the team is basically also like player development. He's also like general manager in a sense because he's been put in charge of everything. So that's a totally different world over there. I think I enjoyed that a lot just because I got to wear different hats. I didn't just have one particular job.
Given your success in San Jose before you came to Modesto for the previous 2 years, was it strange at all for you to go back to San Jose for the first time as Modesto manager and vice versa? The first time you came to Modesto this year, again as San Jose manager. What are those feelings when you first step onto the field in those situations?
Well, having gone over there, for the first time I felt like I was on the wrong side of the field. Yeah. And I enjoyed going back simply because of the atmosphere and seeing old friends. But the reality was they were the enemy, they were the competition, and wanted to do our best to play well against them and beat them.
Yeah, that kind of leads into the next question here. 6 guys on this current Nuts roster were here in Modesto last year. Given the lack of success on the field for the Nuts this year, is there any empathy in baseball? I mean, you feel for the guys, not the team, or how does that work for you? Well,
those are still my players in a sense because I was their manager, and I still feel like they're a part of my history. I want them to do well, but when we're playing against each other, I owe it to the people that are paying my salary and to my players that I currently have, and it's a tough thing to watch. Basically almost like an inter-squad game at some point, but I feel for them, but my job is to take care of my guys and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do and that there's improvement.
Now, last question here. You had such a great relationship with the players and the fans in the front office here in Modesto last year before you left, and your departure was so sudden. You really didn't get a chance to say goodbye to the fans or the front office. What would you like to say? I mean, it's a year later. Maybe it's a little late, but what would you like to say?
Well, I appreciated the front office here, Mike and Garasi and Ed and Ryan were all very, very supportive. I had a good relationship with them. As I enjoyed playing here. The fans were very supportive, and I really liked the players. I mean, I think for the most part they gave me their best effort. I don't disagree with anything that was happening on the field. I just sorry that I had to leave and under the circumstances, but those are things that come with working, and when change occurs, there's other changes that occur as well. So I didn't fit in with the current philosophy, and so time marches on. I was fortunate enough to get another job with the Giants, and so I appreciated the fact that I was able to get back into the game with the Giants.
Lenn, thanks so much for your time.